Imagine for a moment stepping back through the veils of time. You find yourself standing not in a ruin, but in a living, breathing city. Sunlight catches the tips of immense stone towers, obelisks carved from single blocks of granite. They reach for the heavens like fingers of the earth. Grand palaces line the streets. Humble homes sit beside them. This was no myth. A vibrant metropolis, one of the world's great powers. Intricate details reveal immense wealth. Doorways framed with complex geometric patterns. You can almost hear sandals worn by kings and queens, hear the heavy footfalls of soldiers marching. The story of Aksum is, fundamentally, a story of location. From its strategic port city of Adulis, Aksum held the key to maritime trade routes. For centuries, this river of trade had to pass through the narrow channel of the Red Sea. Every ship sailing from Egypt to India had to pass its shores, and every vessel returning from the east, heavy with silks, spices, precious gems, sailed under the watchful eye of the Aksumite fleet. The kings of Aksum could set prices, impose tariffs, and regulate the flow of goods. By issuing its own high-quality gold coins, Aksum was declaring its economic independence and its status as a global player. From the deep interior of Africa, caravans brought gold, gleaming and pure, panned from rivers, mined from the earth. Equally prized was ivory, the white gold of Africa. The vast herds of elephants provided a seemingly endless supply. This ivory was carved into intricate statues, decorative furniture inlays, and ornate boxes. At the port of Adulis, these African treasures were traded for goods from across the known world. Roman merchants brought fine textiles and glassware. From the east came fragrant spices, luxurious silks, and fine cotton. This immense flow of goods generated staggering wealth for the Aksumite kings, filling their treasuries to overflowing. The most dramatic expression of this power was the forest of giant stelae that punctuated the skyline. Each carved from a single block of solid granite, designed to represent multi-storied buildings with false doors and windows. The tallest stood over 33 meters high and weighed more than 500 tons. It would have required an immense, highly organized workforce and sophisticated knowledge of engineering. The kings of Aksum were warrior kings who led powerful armies to defend their trade routes and expand their influence. Inscriptions left by rulers like King Ezana boast of their military campaigns and conquests. Their control extended across the Red Sea to assert dominance over parts of southern Arabia, including modern-day Yemen. In the ancient world, Rome, Persia, China, and Aksum were recognized as the four great powers. Aksum had risen to stand as a peer to the Roman Empire. The relationship was complex, competition and cooperation. They were the two most powerful Christian empires of their time. An Aksumite gold coin was as good as a Roman one, a subtle but profound statement of equality. Both Rome and Aksum understood that control over the lucrative Red Sea route was the key to immense wealth. Roman merchants desperately wanted direct access to Eastern goods, but they had to go through Aksumite territory. When Aksum began minting its own gold coins, it was a direct challenge to Roman economic dominance. Around 330 AD, during King Ezana's reign, two Christian youths, shipwrecked on the Red Sea coast, were brought to the Aksumite court and given positions of influence. His early coins bear the pagan crescent and disc. His later coins are stamped with the Christian cross. Churches began to be built. Monasteries were established. The Bible was translated into Ge'ez. In the 7th century AD, a new power rose from the deserts of Arabia, Islam. As the early Islamic caliphates expanded, they conquered Egypt and the entire coastline of the Levant. Suddenly, the Red Sea was no longer an Aksumite Roman lake. It became an Arab sea. Aksum was cut off from its traditional trading partners. Without tax revenue from international trade, the king's treasury began to empty. Less money to pay the army, maintain palaces, or commission new monuments. Compounding external pressures were environmental challenges at home. Centuries of farming and deforestation led to soil erosion and reduced agricultural yields. The population began to disperse, moving south to more fertile lands. The capital city of Aksum began to shrink. The light that had burned so brightly for nearly 1,000 years finally flickered and went out. After its collapse, the story of Aksum faded from the wider world. Its magnificent cities were left to crumble. In the 20th century, archaeologists began to rediscover Aksum. Excavations unearthed foundations of massive palaces and vast cemeteries. Each discovery was a brushstroke repainting a near-erased civilization. Thousands of coins provided a timeline of kings. The spirit of Aksum lives on in the vibrant culture of Ethiopia, in the ancient rituals of the Ethiopian Orthodox Church, which still uses Ge'ez language. The rock-hewn churches of Lalibela are a continuation of its tradition of monumental stone architecture. The thread of Aksumite civilization was never truly broken. It was simply rewoven into the fabric of a new era. Today, the stone giants of Aksum stand as a proud testament to one of Africa's greatest civilizations, a legacy that belongs to all of us. Let us tell its story in our schools, celebrate its art in our museums, and support those who seek to uncover its remaining secrets. The stones of Aksum have been silent for too long. It is time for us to listen, to learn, and to let their magnificent story echo across the globe once more.